The UN and the World Food Programme were not prepared for a refugee crisis on this scale. As a result, many refugee camps are crowded and undersupplied, subjecting people to cold, hunger, and disease. The Syrians lost hope that their situation will be getting better anytime soon, so many decided to seek asylum in Europe.
Okay, so it's a lot longer, but that's pretty good. That's the basis of what you need to know. So just if you didn't catch some of the facts from there, a third of the Syrian population have been displaced within Syria. 4 million have fled, and 250,000 have died. There's a little graph which just kind of shows that. You cannot see that it's fled, and as you can see, like I think that's over half of the Syrian population has been displaced, fled, or dead. So a lot of people. These are just some numbers of how much people are taking in, which they didn't say. UK in the next 5 years is willing to accept 20K, USA 10,000, Australia 12,000, and Canada is willing to accept 10,000 as well.
Oh my God.
And as I said, nearby Muslim states are not taking in any Syrians legally and are very hard on the borders. Yeah. So, what they have to go through, really, the Syrians. So, one of the main points is that these journeys, since they're modern day, everyone is demanding money. All the smugglers and everyone who has, if you want to go somewhere, you got to pay a lot of money. So people are having to pay thousands of dollars just to get out of the country. Whereas, like back in the day, they would just have to they would leave. Anyways, if they were to go by foot, it would be long, many hours of walking in the desert, and many people have gotten ambushed by thieves, or killed, or beaten. And as Rowan said on his presentation, a lot of people are being different place, but people are being crammed into trucks and trains, and so a truck that is fit for 11 people had 20 adults plus their children inside, and in a semi-truck there were 108 people, and I was reading like a personal story, or a personal memoir, sure, testimony, but not really, and it was about a man and his daughter, and they were in a hold of a semi-truck, and there was almost no air because there were so many people in the hold. There were 108 people in the hold, and they couldn't breathe. So he had to cut in with his knife that he was eating the food. He had to cut a hole in the side of the truck and put his daughter's face through the hole so that she could breathe. And the police saw the daughter, and they stopped the truck, and everyone was arrested. So, yeah, it's pretty rough. Also, a lot of people are leaving by boats, such as the 4-year-old boy. But a lot of these boats are sinking. There's way too many people on these boats, so people would have to swim many very large lengths to safety. I was reading another recounting, and a man said they had to go in inflatable boats, which had overflowed after about half the crossing, and he had to swim halfway, a 20-minute swim across a river, which was usually not very hard, and it was very cold water, so very, very rough. Other people who are crossing by land, they can't really get across the borders, so they gotta run across and hide at night in bushes. But there's no shelter for these people, so they're pretty much whatever